Welcome everyone. So today I'm going to be doing a guide or a tutorial on dribbling because everyone's been asking me for an extremely long time. Now I've definitely put thousands of hours into this, so don't expect to get it too fast. It is a bit of a grind, but yeah, I don't know. Hoping I could show you a thing or two. Yeah, let's get right into the video. All right, welcome. So let's get started with the tutorial guide. I don't even know what this is. I just thought I'd help you guys out a little bit because a lot of yous asked, and yeah, try and help out with the ground dribbling. I'm going to start off with something really simple but effective in my opinion, and that is the type of flick I like to go for, which in my opinion is the 45-degree flick. All right, so that was an example right there. I was actually 117 kilometers an hour. That is not what I usually get. It's usually slower. That was a really fast one. That was kind of crazy. That's pretty impressive to hit in game. But the reason being, this is my favorite flick, is because the sheer amount of power, as just shown. It is incredibly fast and hard to save. One of the more important factors that a lot of you guys won't consider is actually the recovery time. So my car's facing the ground and I'm able to boost towards the surface quicker, which what that's going to do is, see, if he's saving that right there, I'm going to be able to determine what he's doing with the ball and kind of beat him to the boost, or just have control. And it's also extremely easy to learn. Now there's tutorials on YouTube everywhere. Just look up the 45-degree flick in Rocket League. But so musties and breezies, they're obviously a lot harder to recover with and more advanced. So I wouldn't recommend learning them first. But either way, there is the front flick as well, which is the same thing. It's good recovery time, but you just don't get as much power. And on top of that, it's super easy to save. This might just be for the high level lobbies, but either way. But yeah, that was just the flick I like to go for, and I 100% recommend trying to go for that flick in particular, as it's the best flick out there. But one thing I want to bring up that I think might be the most helpful thing in this video, maybe the drastic change that changed my dribbling career entirely, was, I'm not joking, is the just 360. So this mechanic right here, the amount of ball control I got after learning this is insane. Because I was just able to control absolutely everything thrown at me. In a competitive situation, I was able to control and score. And by score, I just mean any super awkward situation I was put in or am put in, I'm able to score now. Whereas in the past, I definitely wouldn't be able to do all that. So any sort of backwards dribbling, I never used to be able to do. And now I can just do it as much as I want, pretty much, for an infinite amount of time. Backwards flicks, it helped with everything. I cannot stress enough how much of a game changer this was for me. But now there's players out there that can do this even better than me. A lot of players actually, and on controller as well. So it's absolutely no excuse if you're a controller player. It's also one of the most satisfying mechanics in the game to have. Just having that control is so awesome. It's definitely one of the best freestyling mech out there. But yeah, I definitely recommend trying to learn the 360. Now I know there's only an extremely small percent of the population that's able to do this still to this day. But yeah, again, it's just maybe able to control the ball so much better in actual competitive circumstances that it's worth learning. It really is. So how would I approach learning this step in game? So obviously training or free play is definitely the start. But what you want to do is go for a singular 360. So just a single rotation, 360 around, and have the ball on top of your hood after. That is the main step that helped me learn it. It might be obvious, but I don't know. After that, what I did is go the other way. So learning to 360 the other way. Now, I don't know if that's 100% required. It'll help a lot with your control. Again, this is just how I got such a good control, was learning all that. But it definitely takes a lot of time. It's taken me thousands of hours to get where I'm at today. And you don't see any other players doing this for a reason. Because it's a lot of time and effort and determination. Yeah, so I think I learned how to do a single one 100% of the time before I went any further onto the other steps. And on the right side as well. But after that, I was just trying to get 360s. I had no control on where I wanted the 360s to go, but just an infinite amount. Now, if I want to go over to the corner boost and 360, I can do that, and it's absolutely awesome. Oh, I'm struggling though. But yeah. Okay, so where can you guys breach off to after you've got insanely good ground control. Let's say you've learned what I've just shown you, like you've mastered it. What can you do with that? What's in your arsenal? And the thing is, there's like infinite types of shots you can go for, and that's the best thing about it. So for example, one of the shots I used to do is called the Breezy Flick, and I'm talking against like the best players in the world, or just like SSL players, best rank in the game. I go for a Breezy Flick. All right, let me get a good one. Those are really bad attempts. There we go. That's a Breezy Flick right there. Now, a lot of the time it works, but people, against the best players in the game, they catch on, right? When I go for one Breezy Flick, that's what they're going to expect the second time. So what I'm able to do now is actually fake the Breezy Flick, catch the ball, and flick. Stuff like that. Because they're going to be shadowing the Breezy Flick and not expecting the fake. That's just the thing, right? You can just switch it up so much. And that shot right there, that'll go in against the best players in the world. And I think that's what a few of you guys don't realize, is that it works against the best players, or like the highest ranked players in the game. And I guarantee you that it's not just like all fancy crap. It's going to work in casual and that's it. You can imply it into actual ranked matches and it helps. If you ever watch my highlights, all those clips are like SSL ranked or Grand Champion 2 or higher. It's never below Grand Champion 2. It works against the best players. A lot of you just think I clip against bronze. I don't know why I'm saying a lot. It's only very few of you, but it's just not true at all. It is extremely easy to score with these shots in game actually, because they're so unpredictable. And that's like the beauty of it, right? So, what is a shot that I love going for? Super unique, requires good ground control, works super well. Now, you'll see this in my highlights a lot. It is the Wave Dash Flick. You will be super familiar with it if you do watch my highlights. And not because it looks super cool, which it does. It's because it always works in ranked ones. And that's the game that I play. It's so useful to know how to utilize this shot and how to do it. And there's a reason the shot works really well, which I will explain because it is really easy to explain. So let's say I go for the 45-degree flick, right? Just a normal 45-degree flick. Notice where I jump from. That's what you're going to take note of here. To the edge of the circle, or just before it, right? And what players will do, really good defenders, is they'll actually shadow and save it, because they do have time to save that shot there. The thing that makes this shot so powerful, like the Wave Dash 45-degree flick, is it has the same R rotations as the 45-degree flick. So what they'll think, right, or good players think, is, oh, he's flicking the ball, I'm gonna shadow this shot, like they should. And in reality, I'm actually faking the flick. So it's like a fake flick almost. Not even almost, it is a fake flick. I'm gonna jump from the exact same spot and go for the Wave Dash flick. Just like that. And again, take note of where my car actually lands this time. Instead of flicking from the halfway point or just after halfway, I'm flicking at the outside of their box almost every time. I was actually close to that time. That was inside the box. Now, you don't want to land inside the box because that's like where they're defending and they'll just catch me every single time that I was challenged there. But you're meant to land at like the outside of the box, and that gives you enough room to work with and not enough time for them to react. Yeah, so that was my like guide tutorial in Rocket League ground dribbling. I'm not familiar with doing this stuff, but I think it was just mainly like an insights video. And I hope you guys enjoyed watching it. Please like, subscribe, and comment down if you want to see a specific tutorial also. And yeah, have a good one. See ya.